Hello, hello. Okay, we're going to be continuing with this lovely little lady here. And let me just sort out my lights here. Making sure we're looking good. I think we're pretty good there. We can see, I think, pretty clearly what we're painting, and so yeah, we're going to be continuing with this lady. I did a little bit more since the last stream, so we kind of got the belt in there. We did these bits of this thing, the ribbons coming out from her hair. I've also done, you can see the crown on her head with a little jeweled ruby thingy. Not ruby because it's blue, so I don't know, sapphire maybe, I don't know. And we've also done the hair as well. I tried to do this kind of like this blue sheen in the hair to try and emulate kind of black hair. And I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than previous attempts I've made trying to use grayscale. So the blue seems to work out pretty nicely. It's maybe a bit too much, but it still looks better than what it was. So that's all good. All right, we're going to continue with this and try and finish this lady off. So we've got a few things to do. We've got these little things hanging down here from her belt. I'm not entirely sure as to what they are, but she's kind of got like a little bag thingy jiggy. So we'll paint them up, maybe do them in another color. Yeah, I also try to make the hand a little bit clearer to see by adding in a little bit of brown between the fingers, just to accentuate the fingers against the flames a little bit more easily. And with the eyes as well, I just glazed around the eyes with a darker red to kind of give that glow effect. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out so far. But we've still got the shoes to do as well, so let's figure all of that stuff out now. I've got my new wet palette on the go here. One thing about this particular wet palette is that initially it feels like it, when you seal it, I think it gets a little bit of moisture on top of the surface, so that's kind of a frustration. It's not too dissimilar from red grass though in that sense, but I'm quite happy that they sent me 120 sheets for free, so thank you very much, Choreography. That's absolutely awesome. Right. We're going to add in something here. Okay. I'm feeling green. We're going to go with green. That should be alright. I think that will be okay. So we'll give that a go. Let me see what greens I got here. Yeah, let's go with those. Possibly a bit of the yellow, which we've already got on the palette, so keep it fairly vibrant though. We're not going to desaturate this too much, or at all, I don't think. There we go. Go. That's nice and bright. Right, we'll just get into here. Hello there, Gambit. How's it going? I hope you're well. How are you? Have you been able to get any hobby time in at all? I haven't seen much from you from the work in progress, so I imagine you're quite busy with the little one as well. But always a pleasure to have you join. I don't know if you've seen the new Infinity models, the Torchlight Brigade, but they're looking pretty awesome. And I got a DHL message from Corvus Belli saying that I might be actually, I think I'm actually going to be getting the Torchlight Brigade from them. So that's awesome. I really can't wait to get them. They're going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to push all of my painting back because those look like a lot of fun to paint. But yeah, I bet you've done very little. It's tough, isn't it? Alright, going very bright with this character. There we go. I did actually end up picking up Angron fairly cheap. Well, I say fairly cheap, I mean cheaper than the MSRP. Got a decent amount off of him. So it was like one model from GW that I was like, I really would, if I ever got a chance to paint that, I'd be really happy. And managed to pick him up at a decent price. So that'll be something for the future. But with Torchlight Brigade now coming, I'm like, oh, okay, that's going to put that on the back burner now. At least I got him built. It's just sitting behind me on the table. Big old nasty boy. I'm going to try and approach him a bit like I did with the dragon, with a bit of oil paints and inks. In the meantime, I'm going to keep working on these Shadows of Brimstone models. I haven't got many to go now. After this one, I've basically got 2 more of the Japanese characters, and then all the Japanese are done. And then I've got just 3 other models to paint. And then we're all good to go. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw down a little bit of a brown. Let's go with the, oh, where are you? There's a very deep brown, where are you? Mahogany, there we go. Yeah. Any hobby you want to get on with, but I obviously can't at the moment. or anything you're looking forward to getting back to? Alright, let's just get in the back there. Okay. Get in there. Oops, sorry. Might have to readjust the camera a bit to better see what it is I'm doing. Oops. Just a moment. I think that's gonna perhaps be a better angle there. Should be good. I don't want to be there though. Perhaps that's best. There we go. Oh yeah, Azrael. And now you got a whole bunch of new Dark Angel characters released and ready to buy and get painted up. There's a whole bunch of them now. I saw they released all of the kind of HQ characters as well. Yeah, that would be awesome. They look really nice, but god damn, they were getting expensive here in Japan. I think with the yen being so weak, they're kind of releasing everything now so much more expensive here. It's really just way too much. I think like a box of like the old Deathwing Terminators was like 6,000 yen previously, something like that, and now like the new set of 5 Terminators, Deathwing Terminators, is 10,000 yen. It's just crazy. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine trying to buy an army of models in current 40k. It's just nuts. The models are getting a little too dear for me. I mean, they were too dear for me for a while, but now it's just like no. Okay, how are we doing here? Right, I'm gonna try and find the color I'm doing for the kind of the string around her waist. Not sure if string's the right word. but I think we're going to go for a kind of a lighter, bit of a lighter color. What could we do? Let's have a look. Maybe we can use the golden brown. That'll be nice. There we go. Let's use a bit of a finer brush. Just doing the thread of the shoes there. It goes between the toes from the sandals. There we go. Okay. Let's do the same for the bit going around the waist. Keep moving around there, but yeah, I'm really excited for the Torchlight Brigade sectorial for O12. O12 has not been a sectorial that I've been not a sectorial, an army that I've been totally interested in. There's been some cool models for them, but the Torchlight Brigade looks like a lot of fun. Kind of a bit like an invincible army type of thing for O12. And they got some pretty crazy, unique sculpts. Not for everyone, but I think they'll be a lot of fun to paint. They're quite over the top kind of style sculpts with people compare them a bit to Space Marines, but I think that's just because of the color scheme and the fact that they have a bit of the Roman design to them. But they're unique enough. I think, anyway. But I should be getting them on Tuesday, along with their reinforcements pack, which also has some really nice models in it, and the extra miniature, the bounty hunter, which would be very useful for me because I would like some more. Is it bounty hunter? No, maybe not bounty hunter. Yeah, I think it is a bounty hunter. Because I've also got the special bounty hunter dude that I got in Defiance, so it gives me an excuse to paint him up as well and have them as a team. going from what a lot of people say. What's his name? I think it's Father. What's his name? Oh god damn it! I've forgotten his name. But yeah, Father something. He's a bounty hunter that's not considered great though on the table. So it would be kind of fun to run him with another bounty hunter. Have them as a team. I kind of run it in my I can run them in my my Yuqing Imperial Service sectorial if I feel like it. There we go. There we go. Okay. If we add a little bit more detail into those areas, then she's actually pretty close to being finished, which will be lovely. It's very nice to get this girl done. Take some of this brown and get some white in there as well. Get that lighter, a touch of yellow as well. Get a touch more of the brown there. Soften up some of the surface area of the bag. There we go. And go a little bit lighter as well. Get a bit more texture there. Okay, I think she's actually looking pretty good. Is there anything more I would like to really do with her? Right now I think we're actually looking pretty good there actually. That's actually not bad at all. Ooh, I could clean up that bit though. There we go. But yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with that. So I'm going to actually put her down for now, and we're actually going to try and get started on some of these other models. I've got this tough to do here, so we can get started with him. It'd be interesting doing the skin tones and things for this guy, but I think that's where we're going to start. I'm going to get his skin done first, so I'm going to be plopping down some skin tones on the palette. I'm wondering if I start a new palette I think we do. So I'm just going to roll that one up. Make sure we have enough moisture in there. Just we'll just put a touch more in. Just to make sure. And try and push you down so you're not actually on the other bit there. Actually, I probably put in a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna suck out some of the water from there, just some of the excess. Not much, just enough so it's not gonna. Hopefully, it won't get onto the palette paper. There we go. That should be okay. Right, now I need the paper. So I got this new paper sent over from Crydrophy, which is this miniature special mixing paper, because their original paper that they made was great for other paints, but miniature painting acrylics dry very fast. So this one is a much finer paper, kind of similar to the red grass paper. Feels, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know, it feels nice. It feels like actually one side is a little bit different from the other, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be put in one way or another. No, maybe it's the same actually. So I'm just going to pop that in now. It kind of grips on straight away. It's kind of an interesting property. Like the red grass one curls up and recurls back down. Most of my papers do that kind of a thing. So I just kind of get some of the air bubbles out. There we go. Again, I'm just going to get some of this water, excess water, out. I don't want it on the surface of the wet palette paper. There we go. Okay, and let's get our flesh colors. We're going to go with, I really like the one that we had for the Sorceress. So we're going to go with reddish fresh, medium flesh, fairy flesh, and highlight skin. So I'm using these four paints for the skin. These Nocturna paints for the fairy flesh are really nice. I really like them a lot. They make some really good skin tones. So I'll put these down. One. I might be able to do the girl as well at the same time. Hit them both up. Once we actually finish painting these guys, we're going to be adding tattoos as well, which is a scary bit for me, because doing the tattoos is going to be tough. But we shall see how that goes. There we go. Now you can see it nicely there. There we go. Okay, so we've got our 4 colors down. Now, I'm going to use a bit of a bigger brush for this. And I'm going to be slapping this one in. Okay. Vallejo paints are a little bit thicker than the Pro Acryl ones, I find. It's going to be interesting putting in all of the highlights into this very well-defined musculature. This guy is ripped. Looks like he's got like a hairy arm or something. They've kind of got a weird kind of bit of modelling on the back of the forearm, where it looks like they're trying to put in hair, but it doesn't quite read as that. It's kind of weird. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's kind of odd. Came out with a very well defined face, which is quite nice to paint and work on. Just make sure we get all of the skin covered. There we go. Okay, get a bit there. There we go. Okay, I think that's most of the skin. We'll get that a bit there. Okay. Get the feet there. I may redo those bits, I don't know. But for now, whilst we've got the paint on the palette, we can paint them this way. Alright, there's the initial coat on that one. Whilst we're doing it, we can do the girl as well. Ah, that was right. I forgot this one's got a horrible gap here. I might actually, before doing that, fill that gap, because it's a nasty gap there. It goes right around the body there. It's horrible. So yeah, I think we'll do this lady later, because I gotta fix that gap. It's nasty. We'll just work on the guy. So now I'm going to be mixing a little bit. So we'll take a little bit of the reddish flesh and the medium flesh. And we're going to be doing, kind of marking out a lot of the highlighting areas. Right now we can be fairly broad with our strokes. We'll get into as long as we kind of keep some of that reddish flesh tone underneath, we'll just kind of keep building up. And see how it goes. And do a bit of the face as well. Get that front part there, under the eyes, but also the whole front of the face basically. Catching the jaw, catching a bit of the neck, catching the back of the neck. And a bit of the ears as well. Oh, that ear has not been painted. I might just have to hit that with some of the reddish. There we go. Now it's hit. Okay, let's keep going up. We're going to go up this time a little bit lighter. Okay. Right, I feel like the light is fairly strong on here, so I'm going to just adjust a little bit more. How's that? Is that a bit easier to see? It's a little bit darker, but that should stop any kind of glare as well, so you can actually see how the skin looks. I think that's pretty accurate to how I'm seeing it. Yeah, I think so. Right, we're going to go with straight medium. Straight medium flesh tone on this one. Now we're kind of defining the muscle a bit more. Sorry if you can't see right now, I just needed to be able to get it at an angle where I could do what I needed to do. And we're slowly building up the musculature there and defining it. As it dries, it'll darken a little bit, so it should blend a little bit better into the previous layer. Not sure if that's supposed to be scarring or something like that on his arm. It's kind of hard to tell. Just keep building up that muscle mass and defining it. Another pass on the areas that are going to be catching the most light. No, actually, I'm using the Nocturna range of skin tones. The Vallejo Nocturna range, the Fairy Flesh. I really like them. They're a bit different. There's a bit of a gel-like consistency to some of them, but they're actually really nice for skin tones. They make these wonderful colors for skin. I do quite like the Nocturna range of paints. They're kind of, at first, they're a bit weird to get used to, but then once you kind of get your head around them a bit and how they feel on the brush, and the actual colors themselves are absolutely phenomenal. So these are the this is the range. These Nocturna, Vallejo Nocturna range. So I'm using reddish flesh, fairy flesh, highlight skin, and medium flesh. At the moment we're on the medium flesh, and we're building up to the fairy flesh. But yeah, they're really nice colours. I think I kind of screwed up that bit there, but not too bad at the moment. Okay, next we're going to take our medium flesh and we're going to mix it in now with the fairy flesh. Get a bit of a mix of that. We'll just keep on building this up until we've got kind of like a really strong, hopefully a nice big gradient of color. And with all these muscles, it's very much easier to try and define and paint than purely flat skin. Muscle definition makes it much easier to follow where you might find the highlights. Kind of see where we're going with this one right now. Well, it's getting smaller now, especially the further down we go. Right, we're getting there, we're getting there. It's not too bad. Right, we're going to go with the pure fairy flesh this time. See how this looks. This is where I probably take it too far and we go, uh-oh. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. These particular flesh tones blend really nicely with one another. So as they dry, you kind of get quite a nice blend between the colors. It's not too, like, you don't see the brush strokes too clearly. They kind of, it comes out pretty nice, I think. You get nice contrast as well. Now somehow on this guy's back, I've got to do a tattoo. It's gonna be tricky. Don't want to screw up what I've done, but I probably will. do that face. Okay, I think the face is looking okay. Not too bad, not too bad. A little bit gaunt, but I think we're getting there. Okay, we're gonna go with this is kind of like the final highlight, where we take the highlight skin and we take the fairy flesh, we mix that together, get a bit more fairy flesh. We don't want to go too bright. This is kind of where we just get the very, very lightest areas. Let's see how this goes. I did a bit too much there. Right, I think we're looking okay. That's probably a good start for the skin. I just realised I haven't done the feet. I'm gonna go back and do the feet, but I think we've got a good start there. Just kind of getting the skin tones down. It's gonna be a good base. And then we can start working on the clothes. Don't think we need to go any lighter than this. That should be fine. I'm not going to paint his eyes because he's squinting already, and that's going to be just incredibly difficult to get those eyes done. So he's as he is. Okay, Right, I'm going to choose the color for his robes now. I wonder if we go for something a little bit light with his. Kind of like, I'm wondering if we go with a kind of like an ivory kind of clothing. No, I think we might go with kind of a faded, a darkish, maybe a blue. I feel like a blue. Let's do a blue. But it's going to be, we're going to, what's the word? Desaturate the blue. So I'm going to take this deep blue. And we're going to get our black and our white. And we're going to desaturate it. There we go. There's a black. And a white. There we go. And what we will do is, for the first layer, we'll take the blue and the black, just mix those two together, and that is our base. We'll start off from there. So it's this kind of dark grey blue. That's where we start. We're going to build up from there by mixing in a little bit more blue and a little bit more white as we go. Trying to still keep it muted blue. And we're going to try and, as we go up, we're going to stipple to try and give it a kind of a cloth-like look as we get lighter. There we go. Let's keep going with that. Once we've got all of this covered, then we start building up the lighter layers to create the lighting on the robes, and then the stippling to try and give it that kind of cloth-like look, kind of change up the texture a bit. There we go. Hello there, Bosk von Living Dreams. How's it going? Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Let's keep going there. No, I this is the Sorceress. I kind of got to a point where I was pretty happy with where she is, so I started working on another model. But this is where I got to with this lady. I think she came out all right. I'm quite happy with the eyes. Kind of got a bit accentuated, a bit more of the glow, defined the hand a little bit so it stood out from the other. And yeah, oh yeah, I'm good as well. Thank you very much. I'm doing well. And we also kind of highlighted the hair a bit. Added on the red of the stuff. What's it? I don't know. The bits coming out of her head. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how she's turned out so far. I might do some little touch-ups here and there, but I was like, oh, okay, I'm happy where I am right now. And so now I'm getting onto the thug, tough dude. We're going to be painting him up now. And we were working on his skin tone. Now we're going to be working on his clothes. And we're going to be going with a muted blue for the cloth here. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed painting her, actually. She's come out all right, I think. I'm hoping this guy will come out well as well. This guy, I've got to add tattoos to his back as well, which is going to be an interesting proposition. I'm not sure how well that's going to turn out, but we'll give it a go. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, but I'll get him to the point where he's painted, and then I'm going to see about what kind of tattoos I'm going to do. Yeah, there's going to be tattoos running around his back. I'm a bit scared about that, to be honest, but we'll see how that goes. There we go. Okay. Now, how are we doing there? I think we'll get this bit as well. I might repaint this bit just to be a different color. But for now, you can kind of see how it looks this way. Okay. I think we're ready for the next coat of paint. So now we're going to mix in a bit more of the blue, lighten that up a bit. Actually, probably touch the black in there again. Knock that down. Let's get some white in there. See how that looks. Okay. Touch of black. Touch of blue. There we go. I think that's probably a good color to go with for now. It's just a little bit lighter. Follow the seams for now. That'll look all right, I think. Can't really see it so well on the camera there, but there is a difference building up. Try and get it on this initial bit on the bottom here first before I start moving up elsewhere. Get it on the curl. You can kind of start to see it appearing there. There's a bit of a two-tone thing going on. Right, this is then when we start to stipple. Get a bit of a textured effect on there, slowly building, slowly but surely. There we go, starting to build up. All right, we're going to keep working on some more parts of this now to try and get that there. We'll try and get it where we want it, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, go up here with the darker bit first. Let's try and add this into the top part of the body. Not too dissimilar to what we've already got on there, so it's not really making much of a difference as of yet. So I think we need to go a bit lighter. This might start to see a bit more of a difference. Still not very much. It's quite thin, the paint, so few layers and it might start to show itself a bit more. There we go, it's starting to really come through. Need to go too far on the back there. Try and get a bit more there. Nah, that's okay. That's just an automatic message. It comes up every so often when chat gets kind of triggered. But I do have a Discord where usually a lot of my Twitch followers kind of go on there to post work in progress and things like that. But yeah. Are you working on anything at the moment there, Bosk? Are you doing any hobbying yourself? Or are you just chilling and watching? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, oh, Aristea. Some of the plastics on those was not great, but they still were lovely minis. Just the design and everything. And how characterful they are. Really enjoyed painting them. I've got Moonchild here as well to paint. I've got the metal version of Moonchild to paint up sometime. So little time, right? Yeah. I got a mountain of them behind me to paint, and I've got it looks like Corvus Belli are sending me some more to do as well, with the Torchlight Brigade coming. I think hopefully coming on Tuesday, which I'm actually very excited about doing, but again, more minis with very little time to do it. But they're all good fun to paint. As long as the minis are good. Yeah, the Infinity Ultramarines. Yeah, I'm going to be getting a box of them, plus like all of the reinforcements as well, and the extra, it looks like. So I'll be doing a YouTube video on that when I get a chance. Hopefully soon. I'm going to start preparing that actually tomorrow with some of the information about the models, because that's already available as that I can start to prepare, and then when I get them, I'll do a video of putting them together and showing off what the models look like, prepped and ready, and then I'm going to look forward to actually painting them, because I think they'll be a blast to paint. I know people are kind of not Not everyone's kind of digging all the aesthetic choices of them, but for me as a painter, I find them all kind of quite original and different enough to be kind of excited to really get into painting them. And they play very differently from other armies I have, so that's kind of cool as well. So that's going to be fun. And I've got my own color scheme for them as well, because I've got the O12 from Defiance to paint as well. So I'll be painting them in that style as well. Yeah, the Bakunin Observance. I'm really tempted to get that, to be honest. I really enjoyed painting my one of them. Where is she? Oh, I put her away, didn't I? Yeah, she's down in my pit down there, so I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, Aspire, thank you very much for coming in. Well done, thank you so much. Hey, and then Jimbo8 is raiding. Well, welcome. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. Hello there, Jimbo8. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for bringing in your viewers. Did you have a good stream? And what were you doing? That's awesome. Oh, it was not you streaming. Oh, right. Oh, it was Aspire. Oh, Aspire. Welcome. Yay. Thank you very much for popping in. Oh, I'm glad you got some streaming done. What are you painting? Oh, thank you, Jimbo. Welcome to the Zombie Horde. All right. Yeah. I'm guessing some Infinity was being painted, perhaps. Yay, lovely. I should be getting the Torchlight Brigade. I was just talking about this. I think CB didn't actually message me anything. I just got a sudden email from DHL saying that Corvus Belli is sending a package with 3 items in, and I'm like, okay, I think pretty sure that's going to be Torchlight Brigade. That's kind of awesome. So it looks like I'll be getting Torchlight Brigade soon, which is going to be a lot of fun to paint. I don't know what is your feeling on them, because it's been a bit mixed reactions on the aesthetics of them. I personally kind of think they're fun. So I'm kind of like looking forward to actually getting a chance to paint them. I think that'll be pretty awesome. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway. And what demo minis were you painting? Which faction? I'm sure they were looking absolutely phenomenal. I'm not doing Infinity today, I'm afraid. I am working on the Shadows of Brimstone Japanese models. We're nearly there, nearly finished with them, which is very cool. Ah, konbanwa. Genki desu ka? Welcome, Traitor Legions. Oh, right, it's actually for a new game. Awesome. May I ask what the game is called? Yeah, I guess it is Ohio over there, isn't it? Ohayou gozaimasu. I don't know. If I stream for long enough, this will eventually become Ohio. Bastard Sword Chronicles. Interesting. Are the minis nice? Oh, and did you have fun painting them? Oh no, bloody work. Yeah. I'm half expecting my wife to just give me a sudden call while I'm streaming. She forgets that I stream on Saturdays, and when she goes out and then comes back late, she's usually phoning me to find if I want anything from Conveni. Yeah. It's blasphemous, right? Work on the weekend. Blasphemy. Oh, we've got another raid, a second raid coming in. Oh my gosh, welcome. Orthoba Studio, welcome. Thank you very much for raiding with your 5 there. That's awesome. Hello. Ah, Cthulhu, nice to see you. Welcome. Why, hello there. Nice. That's about as good as I can get for my Obi-Wan impression, I think. I have the advantage of being British. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the follows. You're absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Orthoba Studio, did you have a good stream and what were you doing? Hope you are painting some awesome minis or doing some other kind of fun hobby stuff. So yeah, welcome. It's great to see you. Right. We are working on some Shadows of Brimstone models. I'm doing this kind of Yakuza tough dude. Hey. Painting for Resin Beast at Adepticon. Okay, lovely. You're working for Adepticon as well. Working on Adepticon stuff as well. Aspire, who came in and raided as well. He's also been painting for a new game to demo at Adepticon as well. So you two probably run into each other. Well, this is lovely being able to go to Adepticon and things. That's absolutely brilliant. I don't think I'll ever be able to go. I'm not sure. One day I'll try and be able to go. It's just really difficult from Japan here. But yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I know my title says the Sorceress that I was painting, but I kind of got to the point where I was fairly close to finishing with her, really, or pretty much finished with her. So this is the Sorceress that's in my title for my video, but we moved on to other models for now. I'm pretty happy with where she's at. It's looking. I got her nice and bright, so she's kind of like a centerpiece model. All my other Japanese characters, I've muted a lot of their colors, so they're much darker. But she's gonna really pop, I think, which will be nice. Thank you very much. She's coolo and she's cool. Both good. Yeah. How about everyone else? What are you up to? What are you what are you painting? What are you doing? If you are painting. But yeah, I've got to get a bit more on the back of this here. Gokushifudo. Way of the House Husband. Yeah, I might have to check that out then. I know that's probably something I'm going to relate to. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure I'm probably going to relate to it a bit as well. I'm not sure if I should watch it with my wife. That might actually cause problems. Nah, mine's not going to be a typical Japanese marriage, so. But I know a lot of them. Yeah, I'm really interested in watching Shogun. Actually, one of my co-workers was like, "It's just really good. You should check it out." So yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's vulgar or violent. It's more so about whether or not certain cultural elements she agrees with or not. Sometimes with those where I go, yep, that's so true, and she'd be like, "What? No, I'm not like that, am I?" Kind of thing. Now, vulgar and violent, I have no problem watching that with my wife. Right, I think I'm gonna get a little bit of Brune. And we're gonna do that club. So we're gonna hit it up with some Pro Acryl mahogany. Yeah. Toshida Mifune Toshida is brilliant, isn't he? I love your Jimbo. Actually, I based off which model was it? This model was kind of. I tried to paint this guy a little bit yet like Toshido, Mifune Toshido from your Jimbo here. So I tried to base the same kind of colors as best as I could from some of the posters and things. I want to redo the scabbards of the sword. They're too bright and they don't look right, but everything else was pretty happy with how he turned out. Oh, nice. Dark Elves for Blood Bowl. Oh, his pointy ears. It's not on Netflix. Shogun's a Disney one. It's from FX. So it's on the Disney streaming service. Disney Plus. So I'm afraid you won't see it on Netflix. I'm excited for June Part 2 though. I really want to go and see that at the cinema if I can. It's going to be great. I need to get... I've told my wife, you've got to watch Part 1. She still hasn't got around to watching Part 1 yet. Super hyped for that. Yeah. I'm afraid so. Yep, hoist the Jolly Roger as it were. Just don't get any viruses. Don't want scurvy for your computer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love the old movie. I remember watching the old movie a lot when I was younger. It was just so, so much of it was so iconic. It was just such a shame that basically the most of the movie is the first half of the book, and then suddenly they just rush the second half of the book in like 10 minutes. It's like done, and you're like, what? Hold on a minute, what happened there? But yeah, otherwise, that David Lynch version of Dune is still absolutely awesome, and it's really cool. I love it. I grew up watching that many times. Oh, the atmosphere was absolutely intense, and all of the stuff that they added on was very, very kind of just unique to the movie and made it really cool. But you can see where even like the new movie takes, you know, still uses elements of that old movie in it as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And what was it? Was it the sound guns? And they're like shooting with the sound and things. It was a bit odd. Things. But it was cool. I love the really blocky shields. It was pretty amazing for the time, though. I remember that was pretty cool. They didn't do too bad. Muad'Dib. Oh, brilliant. Man, yeah, that was a fun movie. They're like the Harkonnen with heart plugs and stuff. It was pretty nuts. Oh man, that was good. There's so much about that was really fun and awesome. Yeah, what a good movie. Really enjoyed that director's version of the Blade Runner he did. That was cool as well. I need to watch that again, actually. It's been a while since I've seen that. But he does such a good job of making these movies which just drip with atmosphere. And I saw on Amazon Prime as well, they're doing, they got the Fallout TV series coming out, and it's directed by Jonathan Nolan. So I'm kind of like going, ooh, that might actually be kind of good. Watching the trailer, I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty fun. I think it's possibly, yeah, I mean, it from the latest trailer, it seems, keeping pretty accurate to the kind of the lore of the atmosphere of the environment. Fallout's all about not so much the characters, but it's more so about the setting is the character. So as long as they get that right. And that's pretty good because they got a whole Brotherhood of Steel character, kind of bringing that in. You have the Vault Dweller, you have the Ghoul, the good guy Ghoul. So it's kind of like stuff I expect to find in a good Fallout game, as long as they kind of get it right. But I would trust Jonathan Nolan to do a pretty good job with that. I wonder if this is coming off of the back of The Last of Us being a successful series. Now we just gotta hope the Warhammer, the 40, I guess it's 30k they're doing. I think they're doing Horus Heresy as a TV series on Amazon. Let's hope that comes out strong. But I've got my fingers crossed for that one. I've wanted a good Warhammer series ever since I was a kid. Right, let's mix in a little bit of white. Guess that was the grayscale going on this. Here we go. Lovely jubbly. Go a little bit lighter. Quite enjoying this wet palette now. Crydriffy just sent me some new, their new miniature painting wet palette papers, and finding it quite comfortable to use. Definitely keeps the paints moist and easy to use. I found though if you seal it though, after a while the condensation kind of screws up the paint and can screw up the wet palette paper. But luckily the wet palette paper is so small, I don't feel like I'm wasting much by removing it and putting in a new one. So it's not too bad. It was very nice of them to send me I think they sent me like 120 sheets. It's going to keep me going for a while. Okay, I think the club is kind of getting there all right. I think we're looking okay. We're looking okay. I've got to decide how to do some of these details and like the inside of the robes. I wonder if we go a little bit gaudy on that one and do I don't know. Maybe a kind of, maybe we go with a reddish, kind of a deep reddish kind of color. Let's go with that. Let's try it. Maybe a red going up to magenta. Let's go crazy. Let's just try it. Okay, I'm gonna throw down some wine red and some magenta. There we go. Ooh. Oh, too many wires around me. Again, we're just gonna knock that down ever so slightly with the black. Add a little bit of different color to the model. I never really have a plan when I start painting a model. I just kind of go with whatever comes to mind as I start painting it, unless it's part of an army where I know what the plan is. Otherwise it's just me just spitballing colours together. I say I quite enjoy doing the skin tones on this guy because he's so well defined. It does make the skin look pretty cool, I think. Wow, I've already been going on for almost 2 hours. That's pretty nuts. Okay. Make sure we get the inside line. Don't let any white kind of show through. There we go. Mixing the magenta into that. A touch of white as well. Just really slowly work this one in. There we go. I'll go with a little bit lighter. I think that's as far as we need to go with the magenta on there. I don't want to go too crazy. It gives a nice contrast there. Let's do that little band around his arm there as well, the same. Where were we? There. Get a bit more of that in there. Okay. Actually, consistency of that almost acted a bit like a contrast paint. It's fairly translucent against the zenithal painting of it. So it's already kind of got some depth to it, which is kind of nice. Lucky. Okay. I think we're good there. I'll tell you what, it is getting pretty late for me right now, and we've been doing pretty well with getting our Sorceress kind of painted up and the street tough dude up to a certain point. I think I may have to call it a night. And then go and chill out, play a video game, possibly, and then hit the hay. But it's been an absolute pleasure to have you all, and big thank you to Aspire for raiding in. And it was it Ornith? Was it Orthoba Studio as well? Thank you very much for raiding as well. I'm gonna I can raid you guys off to another channel. Let me just see who is on right now. Do I have who is available? Oh, Gus the Hutt is on. We could perhaps go and see him. He's got a 1,500 follower celebration right now as well, and it looks like he's painting up a lot of Nurgle. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna perhaps pop you guys all over there, and we'll see you later. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, Cthulhu. All right, I'm gonna put you onto my ending stream bit here. Thank you very much. Yes, sayonara. Hona sayonara. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. All right, I'll start switching you over. Just hold on a second there.